So I want you to make corrections, and if you're correct, you can put a star or something on the number. If you're not correct, you're going to make the corrections and then put an X on what you missed. So we need to plot the following points to create a rectangle. Find the missing vertex. So I go over 4, up nothing. So there's my first dot. And it's a -6, 0. So I go over to the -6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I count them because sometimes those numbers are not right. And I don't go up any. And I go over to the -6, then down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for my rectangle, I need to go over 4 and down 4. So you need to make sure you write the coordinates. It is 4, -4. And I told you last week, if you didn't have the coordinates, it would be considered incorrect. Steph places a point on a coordinate plane at 3, 2, or -2. She wants to place another point across the y-axis. That's important. And it must be 7 units away. Where will Steph place the other point? So you need to make your little bit of a graph. It doesn't need to be perfect. I go over 3, down a -2. So 3, -2. I have to go across the x-axis. The x-axis is this right here. So that means I need to go up. So I'm moving the y 7 points. If I'm going up, I'm adding. So I can just look at the y and I can say that's a -2 plus 7. 7 minus 2 would be 5. So my next coordinates should just need to be 3, 5. If you want to use your graph, you would count up. 1, 2, 3. Or excuse me, 1, 2. 1, thank you. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I didn't do a very good job with my counting there. But your coordinates are 3, 5. How many pints? 12 pints or how many quarts? Draw your gallon with the quarts. And there are 2 pints in each quart. So I want 12 pints equals 2 pints in 1 quart. So then I do my cross multiplication, and I have 2x equals 12. Need to get 2 alone, so I know I have to take 12 divided by 2, which is 6. How long will it take? Yes.
Do you need to put the cross multiplier?
If you got 6 quarts, that's fine. But I want you to get used to setting it up as an equivalent ratio because you're going to get problems that are a lot more difficult than this. How long will it take you to bike a distance of 108 miles at a speed of 24 miles per hour? So I'm going 24 miles per 1 hour. And it's going to be an equivalent ratio, so miles to miles. So 108 miles is how many hours? I don't know from here to here, so this is where we're going to do the cross multiplication. So I have 108 equals 24x. Or I can write 24x equals 108. It doesn't matter which side you have. Then I'm going to divide by 24 to both sides. And when I take 108 divided by 24, I get 4.5 hours. GCF is greatest common factor.
Did we have to put the label on the last one?
At least, just put it in there. Don't count it wrong. She asked about the label. You don't need the label. Put it in there. Don't count it wrong. After a while, if you don't have labels, I will count it wrong. Tell them.
Can we put 4 and a half?
Yeah, that's the same thing.
I got the same answer, but I knew that like 1/2, 24 is 12, so I figured that was half.
greatest common factor, you have to find all the factors, right? Of 44 and 20. The factors of 44 are 1 and 44, 2 and 22, 4 and anything else? So 1 and 20, 2 and 4 and so our greatest common factor is 4. To simplify, there you can go left to right, okay, because there's subtracting and adding, so you can just go left to right, or I can combine my negatives first. A negative 1 and 42 hundredths and a negative 1 and a half. I'm going to combine my negatives first. So I've got a negative 1 and 42 hundredths plus a negative 1 and 5 tenths. And I get a negative 2 and 92 hundredths. So then it's just 16 minus that. When I do it, make sure you line up your decimals. You do need to add your zeros. So then I have to borrow. 10 minus 2 is 8, 9 minus 9 is 0. 5 minus 2 is 3, 1 minus nothing is 1. And 16 is positive, so it's greater, so my answer is going to be positive. And then number 7, we're just multiplying. I'm going to leave it set up, but I'm going to cross cancel by 3s, so that becomes a 3, this becomes a 1. Cross cancel by 2s, that becomes a 1, this becomes a 5. 1 times 1 is 1, 5 times 3 is 15. And a negative times a negative is a positive. A recipe for cake needs 2 1/4 cups of cake. It should say flour, but you are making a half of the recipe. How many cups of flour do you need? So I'm making half of the 2 1/4. I'm going to rewrite it 1/2, and when you see of, it's multiplication. I need to change the mixed number to an improper fraction. So 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9 over 4. I cannot cross cancel anything, so I just multiply going across. 1 times 9 is 9. 2 times 4 is 8. Do not leave it improper. Make it a mixed number. So 8 goes into 9 one time with 1 left over, so it's 1 and 1, 8. Our label would be cups, but again, if you don't have the label, that is okay. Make sure you have 1 and 1, 8. You're going to take the number that you missed, subtract that from 10. I'm giving you 2 extra points. Or take how many you got correct and add 2. So if I got 6 correct, I'm going to say I really got 8 out of 10, and I'm putting it up by my name, and I'm going to put a box around it or a circle around it, up by your name. When you take a picture of this, you're going to take a picture of the whole page. Then you're going to submit it to the bell work for today, which is Friday, September 4th.